and girls, welcome in as we get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing. Tonight we bring you another exciting broadcast as we got the Great White North 358 Modified Series back in action. We're live here from Knoxville Raceway as these drivers get ready to rock and roll for another night of wicked fun as you see Charles Barnes go for a little bit of a ride down there in corner number one. His teammates out there having a little bit of fun. Welcome in though as we get ready to set these drivers loose here at Knoxville Raceway. They're about to jump out onto the racetrack for a quick qualifying session, and we're going to get right into the action. Yo, Susie Dickinson, Mama Bear coming in, smashing that like on the stream. Connie Haynes coming in with that heart reaction. Bobby Hall Jr. coming in, smashing that like. Daniel Worthington coming in with that like on the stream. What is good, Daniel? Skylar Pruitt, my boy Skylar coming in, smashing that like. Skylar Pruitt setting it off. Let's go, Skylar. Let's go, my boy. Skylar Pruitt coming in with the 96 stars of... Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Skylar? Setting it off already with the 96 star dono. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Skylar. Let's get it. Time to hurt some feelings. I mean, run last. A little bit of either or. I mean, you may run last and hurt your own feelings. So, I mean, either way, it's still true. Or you'll do good and hurt some feelings at the front of the field. It can go either way. You can go either way, Mr. Sutton. Either way it can go. Yo, Jeremy coming in, smashing that like on the stream. Craig Michael Deacon coming in, showing that love, smashing that heart reaction as well.
Let's go.
It's qualifying in full swing here. Skylar Pruitt coming in with that exclamation mark followage. 202 days of being a follower. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Skylar. 202 days of being a follower. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone, jump off into the chat right now with that exclamation mark followage. Exclamation mark followage will let you know exactly how long you've been a follower here at Peacemaker Gaming, just like I did or Skylar did up in the chat. If you come in with exclamation mark notify as well, they'll activate superpowers and you'll never miss out on any of the live action here on Peacemaker Gaming with that exclamation mark notify up in the chat as well. Woo! As we get ready to rock and roll, you see that NLR number 21C of Charles Barnes out on the racetrack trying to lay down a very quick lap time. Cody Gagliano just getting done his final lap on the racetrack, currently in position number 3 out there. Matt Brunner jumping out onto the track as Brunner's going to be looking to put up a good lap here in that 22 machine. We see Brunner sliding up into position number 4. Shane Yates out onto the racetrack here in that Premier Racing Setups number 11 ride. Shane currently in that 6th position. We see Cody Myers out there in the 55 ride. Matthew Edicott in the 4 ride out there as well. Jordan LaFawn in the 11 machine. LaFawn looking good here in that House of Speed number 11. Want to see where he can slot in here. It's currently Keith Hackney with the quick time here in this one. Nicholas Merkley there in 2nd. Cody Gagliano in 3rd. Matt Brunner and Charles Barnes rounding out the top 5 here in qualifying. See where that 11 ride in Jordan LaFawn. Jordan jumping up to the top of the speed charts, putting down a crazy quick lap time and picking up that pole position. Jordan LaFawn quickly to the top of the speed charts. Hackney back to 2nd. Merkley there in 3rd. Shane Yates jumping up into position number 4 as LaFawn picking up that top spot here in qualifying, setting himself up for a big run here in this one. Yo, Skylar coming in with that 69 star dono. Hashtag 69 all day, baby. 69 coming in with the love. Coming in with that love, baby. Yo, Josh Blakely coming in with that heart reaction. Pete Fitzsimmons coming in, smashing that like. Pete coming in, yes. Yes, cheered on Jordan. Skylar Pruitt coming in with another 111 star dono. Skylar, my boy. Are you kidding me? Hashtag LaFawn. Let's go. Jordan with a heck of a run. Parking that ride down here as the quickest car in qualifying. Yo, Nicholas Merkley! Merkley in the house. What is good, Nick? What is good, my boy? Nicholas coming in, showing that love, smashing that like on the stream.
Let's go!
Sam Bachman coming in, smashing that like as well. John Fowler, what is good, Johnny boy? What is good, my boy? Coming in, showing that love, smashing that like as well. Sam, how you doing? Nick, homie, it looked like you were pretty good there in practice. Got a good qualifying effort. Let's see if you can get up here and get to the top of the speed charts, homie. Let's see if you can do it. I got faith that you're going to get a good finish in one of these races. At least in one of these races. Yo, Nicholas! Nicholas coming in with the 200-star dono. Let's go, Nicholas. Let's go, my boy. Coming in the 200-star dono, activating a Star Party Challenge. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Nick coming in with another 200 stars. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it, Nicholas. Let's get it, homie. Let's go. Cody Gagliano in the house. What is good, Cody? Cody coming in. Let's go. Best in the world, brother. Let's go. You know it, my boy. You know it, Cody. John Fowler's cheering on Cody Gagliano, cheering on that 20R ride. Cody coming in with that like in the share on the stream. Colby Ely coming in, smashing that like as well. Let's go, chat. Let's go, man. This is going to be good. This is going to be real good. These drivers loading up here down pit side. We're going to get ready for heat race number 1. Qualifying coming to a close. And we're going to get ready to set these drivers loose. Whew! This is going to be fun. This is going to be good, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man, this is going to be some great racing action. Yo, Brock Champ, my boy Brock coming in, showing that love. What is good, Brock? How you doing, my boy? Coming in, smashing the like and the share. Whippersnapper. What is good, Tony? Tony coming in, smashing that love out here as well. Jumping into the chat. What's going on, my guy? Tony, you know what's going on, baby. We're about to get ready to watch some wicked, wicked racing action. Blakely, are you kidding me? Joshua Blakely coming in with the 911, coming in with the 911-star dono. Let's go. Nicholas, Josh, Skyler, you boys just setting it off already here tonight in this one. Much appreciated, fellas. Much appreciated. Much love coming in, setting it off with the donos. I told them all to like it. Let's go. Let's go, baby. That's what's up right there, Skyler. That's what we need, baby. That's what we need. We need to get all these drivers in here, tagging their friends, tagging their family, smashing that like and share. Let's get it. Tony Whipperman coming in, smashing that like on the stream. What is good, whippersnappers? We're going to get ready here for heat race number 1. These drivers out onto the racetrack here for heat race number 1, and starting on the pole here, quickest in qualifying, it is that House of Speed number 11 ride of Jordan LaFawn. To his outside in the Merkley AG 911 machine, that is Nicholas Merkley. Starting inside of row number 2 in the 11 machine, that's the Premier Racing Setups ride of Shane Yates, and to his outside in the 22 ride, that is Matt Brunner. Starting inside of row number 2 in row number 3 in the 007 ride. It's the expert installation number 007 of Samuel Bachman. To his outside in the Next Level Racing Grip Hackney number 84, we see Bryce Dickinson. Luke Hines, Matthew Edicott, and Greg Abrams round out our field here. So 9 drivers getting the green flag here as we're green flag racing at Knoxville Raceway. LeVon quickly clearing that 911 machine as they're single file 1, 2, 3 here at the front of the field as the 11 and the 911 and the other 11 ride is a whole lot of ones up there at the front of the field here as Jordan LaFawn is going to jump out and lead lap number 1. Matt Brunner right there in position number 4 in the 22 ride as he slides up and holds on to position number 4 over the 007 ride of Samuel Bachman. See that 84 ride of Bryce Dickinson trying to peek underneath of that 007 ride as, man, there's way too many double digits in this field, bro. There's way too many double digits. We're double digits through the top 5 drivers out there. We got the 11, the 911, the 11, the 22, the 007 ride. Man, that just kind of blew my mind right there, chat. Just kind of blew my mind. Yo, Skyler Pruitt coming in again with the 689 stars. Are you kidding me, Skyler? Are you kidding me, my boy? Coming in with a big dono. Much love, homie, as Jordan LaFawn continues to lead the way here. Only a foot or 2 between himself and Nicholas Merkley as Merkley stuck right there to his back bumper, waiting for a mistake, waiting for a slip-up out of that 11 ride. Jordan LaFawn trying to keep it nice and clean, keeping it green here, and trying to keep that 911 ride at bay. Shane Yates right there in third. Yates going to take a look down low now on Nicholas Merkley. So These drivers getting a little antsy up here at the front of the field. All they need to do, though, is try to qualify and work their way into the A main. I do believe everybody will make it into the show here tonight. Nobody's going to go home early. But man, starting position is oh so important here in these races with so much talent. The closer you can start towards the front, the better odds you're going to have at picking up the checkered flag. As Jordan LaFawn still continuing to lead the way here with 2 more laps left to go. Nicholas Merkley hanging right there with them. Shane Yates there in position number 3 with Matt Brunner there in 4th. Samuel Bachman in 5th. Bryce Dickinson there in 6th. Luke Hines, Greg Abrams, and Matthew Edicott rounding out our field here as Jordan LaFawn is going to see that white flag fly one more time around for the 11 machine of Jordan LaFawn as he leads them down the backstretch one more time here in heat race number 1. Down into corner number 3. Merkley's going to take a look down low here. I don't know if he's going to get the drive off that he needs as out of corner number 4. It's all Jordan LaFawn in heat race number 1 as he picks up the checkered flag. Nicholas Merkley coming home in 2nd in that 911 machine. Shane Yates and Brunner rounding out our top 4 as everybody else there behind them are all going to still make it into the show. No one going home early. Everyone making it in here. Man, a great race, and Jordan LaFawn holding off some hard-charging drivers right there to keep them at bay and keep them out in front here and giving them a solid starting spot to start this A-Main feature event as we're going to get ready here for our 2nd heat race of the evening. These drivers starting to get loaded into the sim down here on pit side as they're going to start rolling out onto the racetrack. We're going to get ready to rock and roll. Let's get it, baby. Susie cheering on Brycey Bear. Let's go, Brycey Bear. Hashtag LaFawn, heat race number 1 winner. Checkered flags. Yes, yes, yes. Jordan. Jordan coming in. Man, that was a great run right there, man. The 11 ride. That's the thing, man. Qualifying, it all comes down, inch by inch. You got to have a great qualifying run. You got to have a good, heat race and have that run to be able to start up towards the front. And LaFawn's going to have a great starting spot here, and he's going to show us all how to get it done as we're going to get ready here for heat race number 2. Keith Hackney here out in front as Cody Gagliano, Talon Willis right there behind him as this one is all EPI. The NLR rides at the front of the field as Charles Barnes there in 4th and Cody Myers in that 5th position in the 55 ride. The 124 rider Joshua Blakely right there in position number 6, trying to find a way to get around Cody Myers there to jump up inside the top 5. Jeremy Sutton there in 7th with Kobe Ely there in 8th and Byron Whipperman rounding out the field there in that BCR, that Team BCR Sim Products. Number 23 ride rounding out the field as Keith Hackney out in front has his teammates 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 right now behind him. Hackney leads the way. Talon Willis there in 2nd. Charles Barnes in position number 3. Cody Gagliano right there in 4th. And Cody Myers rounding out our top 5. Blakely still trying to find a way to get that Luke Whitaker throwback paint scheme ride up here into the top 5 as he's trying to find a way to get up and around that 55 machine. I do believe that is the Luke Whitaker throwback. I'm pretty positive that's the paint scheme he ran last year, the year before. Blakely or Merkley will have to correct me on that one. Those guys are a little bit more friendly with that modified driver than I am. That's the other side of Ontario than from where I am. So, they know him a little bit better than me. As Keith Hackney continues to lead the way here. Hackney out in front doing what he does best. Once again, picking right up at the front of the field here. Continuing to show these drivers around the racetrack as he leads them down across the start-finish line here with 3 more laps left to go here in heat race number 2. Talon Willis still holding on to position number 2 as he's got Charles Barnes all over his back bumper as those Elite Performance Industries and LR rides all at the front of the field. Joshua Blakely still searching around, trying to hang right there with these guys. He's been able to hang right with that 55 ride, but hasn't been able to find a way to get around him as he's been taking a look to the high side and down to the bottom side, just trying to find a lane to get up and around that 55 machine. Just unfortunately hasn't found anything yet as out in front Keith Hackney. They get 2, actually that white flag's gonna fly here, so 1 more time around for Keith Hackney as Hackney gets that white flag that time by. So down the backstretch one more time here in heat race number 2. Into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. Talon Willis is going to take a look to the outside, but the 69K is going to close the door as Keith Hackney picks up heat race win number 2 on the evening. Talon Willis, Charles Barnes, Gagliano, Myers, Blakely, Sutton, and everybody else there in heat race number 2 as we're going to get ready here for our consolation race. I don't think this is going to mean anything except for starting position. Looks like everybody's going to make it into the feature event here in this one. Man, we need to get Brycey Bear in here. Where's Brycey Bear? No Ty Dickinson up in the stream or up in the house here. No Ty in this race. What in the world? What happened to Ty guy, man? Where's the Sweet Tea Gang? We need Ty up in this race. That's who we're missing. We're missing Ty. We're missing a few of these other drivers as well, man. It's a little bit of a slow night. Come on, Josh. I know Josh was trying to put a move on there, Merkley. He was trying to put a move on. Now, Nick, is that the Luke Whitaker throwback paint scheme? I'm pretty sure that's the Luke Whitaker paint scheme that Blakely's running. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty positive that's what he's running out there on the racetrack. Hashtag in heat race number 2, a winner with the checkered flags. Skyler coming in, showing that love and making sure that everyone keeps up to date on, how everything's rolling out in this one. Yes, it is. Okay, I thought it was. That's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool little paint scheme, man. That's a pretty cool paint scheme. Especially, I love seeing those throwback paint schemes to, real race cars. And, just shows you how much that he's committed to that race team and being friends and everything else with those guys, man. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I definitely like that. Let's go, Grip Hackney. Craig coming in, cheering on the Grip Hackney crew, man, as Hackney picking up heat race win number 2. We're going to get ready here for a little consolation race as Samuel Bachman's going to lead the way here. Cody Myers to his outside. Bryce Dickinson there in third with Joshua Blakely to his outside. And we see the pair of 17s of Luke Hines and Jeremy Sutton there in 5th and 6th. Greg Abrams, Colby Ely, Matthew Edicott, and Byron Whipperman rounding out the field here. 10 drivers going to battle here in our consolation race. This is all for bragging rights. So the battle at the front of the field is going to heat up as these drivers want to get a good starting spot here, trying to start up inside the top 10. See that Luke Whitaker, number 124 on the outside there. Bryce Dickinson trying to take over position number 3 here as Bryce unfortunately stuck down low on the bottom side here. He's now going to have Jeremy Sutton up to his outside. He's going to try to work his way up into a hole here, maybe between Sutton and Luke Hines, as trying to get up to that high groove is right now. That's where the fastest way around the racetrack is right through the middle here. This track is going to continue to change. It's going to continue to slick off throughout the evening. Out in front, Samuel Bachman continues to lead the way here in that expert installation 007 ride. Cody Myers right there behind him. Once again, we saw this in that second heat race, the 124 ride of Joshua Blakely. All over the back bumper here of Cody Myers is Blakely trying to find a way to get around that 55 ride. They're hanging right there with the 007 machine. Blakely looking pretty good here, pretty racy out there on the racetrack right now. Looks like that car's got a lot of speed, just needs to find some holes here to work himself up towards the front. Jeremy Sutton there in front of the 84 ride of Bryce Dickinson. Bryce is going to try to look to the inside, as now Blakely trying to take a look to the outside here. Cody Myers. Myers is going to go down through the bottom of the racetrack, go for a little bit of a slider line as that 124 ride all the way up on the high side in a big run, bounces a little bit off Cody Myers as they're side by side down across the start finish line. Looking for a big run here through corner number 1 and 2, as it looks like the 124 ride is going to jump up and take that second spot away. So Josh Blakely up into position number 2 here. 124, he's not done yet. He's going to be trying to get up and knock on the back door here of Samuel Bachman in a few more laps as he's going to try to reel him in. Cody Myers sticking right there with Blakely. Blakely makes a mistake. You got to know that 55 ride is not going to be scared to throw it in there and try to make a move to get back around that 124. You can see Jeremy Sutton and Bryce Dickinson trying to reel those guys in, as now you see Cody Myers way down the racetrack trying to roll that bottom side here again, but I don't know. He got a great run there through 1 and 2. I was going to say, I don't think it's working, but man, it may be working. That little bit of a slider line as he's going to slide up in front of that 124. Blakely's going to cross him back over here. not going to be able to get there as the 55 ride battling back strong and taking that second spot back. Cody Myers searching around the racetrack, may have found a different line to run here to find that extra little bit of speed. He's now going to try to hunt down that 007. You got to imagine these drivers that are now behind the 55 ride have got to see what he's doing. They're going to have to try to mirror what he's doing here. 1 and 2 stays up on the extreme high side. See Jeremy Sutton now trying the bottom side. Trying to go for that little bit of a slider line. Drive it in low, slide up to the good stuff. Give her some power and let her eat. And that's how Cody Myers had worked himself back into position number 2 here. Close that gap between himself and the 007, but Samuel Bachman running an absolute perfect race here as Bachman still out in front with 2 more laps left to go. He's going to head down into corner number 3 here. Cody Myers still trying to track him in, trying to reel him in here. You see that 124 ride holding on to position number 3 as we're going to see that white flag fly here in our consolation race. This is all for bragging rights, and it's all for a little bit of practice in starting position. 007 down into corner number 3 here one more time in our B main out of corner number 4. A drag race with Cody Myers. That high side momentum's going to pay off here as the 007 of Samuel Bachman is going to pick up our B main win. Cody Myers, Blakely, Sutton, Dickinson, Greg Abrams, Colby Ely, Luke Hines, Matthew Edicott, and Byron Whipperman are going to round out the field there in our B main. All those drivers are going to make it into the show. No one's going to go home early. All right, as these drivers are going to jump out onto the racetrack here, they're going to get a quick little warm-up session in here. That means we're going to get a little warmed up ourselves. We're going to crack into I think we're going to have to crack into an energy drink here, chat. I think that's what we need. You know what? I was thinking that we would go with the tea, but I don't think we're going to go with the tea. I think we're going to go with the original green Monster. Oh, Shane Yates, my boy Shane coming in, smashing that like and share on the stream. What is good, Shane, or what is good, my boy, coming in, showing that love, smashing that like and the share button. Faster with Josh in it, though. Laugh out loud. Oh, come on now. You're going to throw Whitaker under the bus like that? Come on now. Matt Fletcher sucks at admitting, does he? Oh my gosh, I don't think I'd call Matty out. I think he's doing a pretty good job. He's not doing awful. Skylar Pruitt, you suck at everything. Oh man. Now you guys are going to have to fight. We're going to have to make a Jake Paul post or something. Be like Jake Paul and Logan Paul fighting down here in the infield after this race. Skylar Pruitt coming in with the 96 star dono again. Let's go, Pruitt. Let's go, my boy. Much love, homie. Woo. And so far, we've been seeing some pretty good racing, man. There's been some good racing here throughout the field. And it's just about to heat up. It's just about to get even better. As this racetrack continues to get more laps on it, we're going to see it continue to get slicker and slicker. We're going to see more and more of these drivers getting spread out around this racetrack, and it's really going to make things interesting. We're going to get a couple lanes of racing action out there, way up on the high side, down through the bottom, right through the slick stuff in the middle. It's going to create for some wicked racing action. Lonnie here coming in with that like in the share. Joshua Blakely, Joshua coming in. Joshy coming in, smashing the star button again with the 124 star dono. Let's go, my boy. Let's go, homie. Much appreciated. Coming in with the 124. Luke Whitaker number and paint scheme out there, man. That car is looking fresh. A good run. Looking like you're pretty fast out there, Josh. You're looking pretty racy, my boy. I'm not going to lie, you're looking pretty dang racy. I think you're going to have a good run here tonight. I think you're going to have a good opportunity of picking up a good finish here. Not going to lie. I think that's what's going to happen. All right, as this practice session continues to click down here, some of these drivers down pit side working on their ride. Some of them still out on the racetrack getting some work in here. And we're going to see that checkered flag fly here for our practice session. Checkered flag coming out here for practice, and that means we're going to get ready for our starting lineup, our A main feature event about to get underway. So ladies and gentlemen, you came here for a show. Well, here you go as we're going to get ready to set these drivers loose around Knoxville Raceway. They're going to get lined up here down pit side, and we're going to get ready to set them loose here. They're about to go to battle here for, I do believe, 50 laps of racing action, beating and banging, grueling racing around this racetrack. And nobody's going to give an inch. Nobody's going to back down. They're all going to continue to battle side by side and battle here throughout this one. Josh says, better been practicing all week, laugh out loud, haven't raced any other track. Oh my gosh, Blakely, you've been putting in the work, my boy. You've been putting in the work, homie. Holy Moses. That's nuts, man. That is nuts. A whole week of just running this racetrack. That is craziness, bro. That is craziness. Ricey Bear says, here we go, baby. Here we go. Yes, Sirski. Yes, Sirski, you know it. Hashtag time in. Hashtag time in 100%. 100%, Josh. Hashtag time in is correct. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go.
These drivers getting loaded into the sim here. We're going to get ready for the starting lineup here as we're going to get ready to set these drivers loose for our A main feature event. Starting on the pole in this one, in the 11 ride, that is Jordan LaFawn. To his outside, we see Keith Hackney as quickly the green flag out the air here for LaFawn and Keith Hackney, Nicholas Merkley, Talon Willis, Charles Barnes, Shane Yates, Cody Gagliano, Matt Brunner, Cody Myers, Samuel Bachman, Jeremy Sutton, Josh Blakely, Bryce Dickinson, Greg Abrams, Colby Ely, Luke Hines, Byron Whipperman, and Matthew Edicott rounding out the field. As out in front, Jordan LaFawn leads lap number 1. The House of Speed number 11 ride leads the opening lap here. See Cody Myers almost going around there with Cody Gagliano. Cody almost going around. That 20R ride, rear tires went up in the air there, just barely saved it as you see these guys beating and banging, bouncing around back throughout the field in a battle at the front as here comes Keith Hackney looking to the inside here of the 11 ride. Talon Willis right there in position number 2, and then we see Charles Barnes there in 4th, Nicholas Merkley there in position number 5 as Merkley trying to work himself up towards the front here, trying to grab a podium spot here in this one. Out in front, we still see that 11 rider, Jordan LaFawn, continuing to lead the way as Keith Hackney down to the bottom side here. He's going to go for the slide job, maybe through 1 and 2. No, he thinks better of it, and he's going to stay right on the bottom side, and he's going to take that lead down the backstretch. So Keith Hackney sticking to the bottom side of the racetrack. Here comes Talon Willis down low as Hackney's going to jump out in front, and he's going to take that lead away after 5 laps of Jordan LaFawn being out in front. Talon Willis now going to slide up in front of the 11 machine. Here we go, Jordan LaFawn back down to the inside as these two are going to start to exchange a little bit of slide jobs. The 11 off the racetrack, so doesn't Talon Willis. That's going to open the door here for Charles Barnes. Barnes to the inside here of that 10 ride. Talon all over the back bumper here of Jordan LaFawn as they're almost 3 wide here off corner number 2. Talon's going to drive it down to the very bottom here. So isn't the 21C. Nicholas Merkley sitting there watching these guys duke it out right in front of him. He's going to try to poke his nose into the fun here. Nicholas Merkley up to the high side, some contact. Around goes Talon Willis. Willis and Charles Barnes come together, a pair of NLR teammates. Willis is going to go around, and the caution flag is going to fly for the first time this evening. The last thing Talon Willis wanted to happen there is they were 3 wide off of corner number 4. Now a little bit of contact right there. Knocks that rear end loose on Talon Willis. He spins sideways right in front of his teammate Charles Barnes. Barnes getting woed up there before that caution flag would fly. They're both going to lose a few positions here in a heartbreaker. talent as, man, he's had some rough luck in this series. He's picked up one checkered flag. He's had a few other good finishes. But, man, he just hasn't been able to have the luck he needs week after week after week, getting collected in a few different wrecks or just getting caught up in incidences like that and then having to play catch-up for majority of the races here has definitely put him in a not the spot that I think he wants to be here once again tonight. It's Keith Hackney out in front here. He's going to get that Delaware restart, so he's going to start on the front row all by himself. Nobody to his inside, nobody to his outside. He's going to be all alone here as he's got that 21C of Charles Barnes and Jordan LaFawn right there behind him. Nicholas Merkley, Shane Yates there in 4th and 5th, and we see the 22, the 20, the 17, and the 55. In the 84 and the 16, rounding out the top 10 in this one as we are back to green flag racing. Charles Barnes with a big run, but here comes Shane Yates with the slide job in front of him. Yates all the way down as they're 3 wide right behind him. Nicholas Merkley thinking a little bit better than that. Thinking he was going to try to shove his nose in there. Thinks better of it. Slides up to the top of the racetrack. Looking for a big run here is Cody Gagliano. Trying to work himself up into the top 5. Shane Yates way up against that outside wall, getting a big run down the backstretch after some contact. LaFawn getting a little bit of contact there between Cody Gagliano and Nicholas Merkley, as I think LaFawn letting out of the gas first as the caution flag comes back out. It looks like it gets started here with the 007 of Samuel Bachman. Caution flag flies once again. Bachman. Oh, I don't know. Gets super loose there right behind Joshua Blakely. Blakely spinning around right there in front of him. Not sure how this one played out here. It looks like he gets hooked to his back bumper a little bit right there. Spins that 124 around and then nowhere to go for Byron Whipperman as Whippersnapper comes out of left field there and just absolutely cleans out Joshua Blakely. A tough break there for that 124 ride. We'll jump right on board here as Blakely just minded his own business, and that rear end just gets lifted up in the air, spins around, then just drove right in the side of the door there. Tough break there for him as that was a hard lick, and that's going to put him back at the rear of the field as we're going to get him stacked back up, and we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. Yo, Dennis coming in, smashing that like on the stream. What is good, Dennis? Dennis Marsh Regis coming in, smashing that like on the stream. What is good, my boy? Coming in, showing that love as we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to jump into a Peacemaker Gaming crank it up here. Never mind, they're already wrecking here. I don't know if the caution flag's going to come back out as Matthew Edicott spinning around here on this restart. Saw Samuel Bachman and Josh Blakely get recollected in that one back there. Caution flag going to come right back out here. We'll take a look and see what happens. Just looks like, I don't know, 4 ride kind of brake check right there a little bit. That was a very interesting turn of events right there. I don't know if the 4 kind of brake checks right here. Right here. Yeah, it just kind of looks like brakes lock up or something on him, and that car kicks to the left, and unfortunately the 007 ride was already on the throttle there, expecting that restart to go nice and clean, and unfortunately dives right in the back of the 4 ride, getting some damage there on both cars as the 4 goes around. The 007 gets stopped on the racetrack. Blakely just getting a little piece of that, but being able to keep on going, but tough break there for Bachman. Keith Hackney's going to have to get him stacked back up and get ready to go back to green flag racing. Yo, Josh Ely coming in, smashing that like on the stream. What is good, Josh? Josh coming in, showing that love as we're going to jump into a Peacemaker Gaming crank it up session here on this restart. Time change screwed me up. Oh, Josh, I feel you, my boy. I feel you, homie. That time change is definitely going to play. It's going to wreak havoc on me tonight while I'm at work, man. It's going to wreak absolute havoc on me. I don't know what it's going to be like, but I'm going to be super, super tired. Hey, leave number 11, Jordan, alone. Leave him alone. He's done nothing wrong. Hate I missed the race. We definitely hate not seeing you out here on the racetrack, homie. We definitely hate not seeing you out here. As we're gonna get ready for the Peacemaker Gaming Crank It Up session. So ladies and gentlemen, crank up that volume and cheer on your favorite drivers. We're gonna crank it up here with Peacemaker Gaming Crank It Up. Caution flag coming back out once again. Take a look back and see what happens. It looks like Byron Whipperman in the 23 machine having some issues here. He's alongside that Luke Whitaker, number 124. Oh, he just kind of comes off the racetrack, gets into the side of Josh Blakely, spins it around, park nosed into that infield wall. That car back into reverse. It keeps on going here, but that car stopped on the racetrack, pointing in the wrong direction. Our officials throwing that caution flag and getting everyone stacked back up here after a good restart. But man, a tough break there for Byron Whipperman. It's just unfortunately loses it a little bit here, loses that front nose. It's off the racetrack right there into the side of Joshua Blakely and goes around in that Diamond Designs number 23 machine. So we're going to have stacked back up. We're going to get ready to set these drivers loose. Yo, Gary Gagliano. Gary coming in, smashing that like on the stream. What is good, Gary? Come on, Barnes. Give Hackney the bumper. Give him the bumper. Move him out of the way. Come on now. Let's see a different winner. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. As we're going to go back to green flag racing. The green flag back out in the air here once again for Keith Hackney. Hackney was a great restart here in that 69 game. We're going to continue with this Peacemaker Gaming Crank It Up. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. We tried it, chat. We tried it. I just don't think the crank it up ever works in our favor. I think it just always goes the wrong way. Every single time we do it, it just never quite works. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are just tuning in over on Facebook or YouTube, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that follow button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as well if you're watching over on YouTube as we try to build to 300 subscribers over on YouTube Gaming. As we're going to get ready, take a look back as you can see that 124. Unfortunately, upside down there. Heavy contact. Looks like Nicholas Merkley's going to try to roll him back over back there. Is Merkley going to play the nice guy back there, try to help him back onto all four tires here. Is Byron Whipperman there trying to help as well, trying to get this 124 ride flip back over. Unfortunately, looks like he's going to take it pit side here. We're having a good start to this one. Getting caught up in a couple wrecks and a couple unfortunate breaks there. Joshua Blakely's going to see him go down pit side. Let's see if we can find where this caution flag comes out, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. Looks like it starts here with maybe Talon Willis up on the high side here for 10M ride. I think it's actually in front of him. Oh, no. Talon up into the outside wall. Byron Whipperman getting collected in that. We saw Bryce Dickinson with some heavy contact there as well. But if we go back here, almost coincidental wrecks there as we saw Nicholas Merkley get collected there with the 11 of Jordan LaFawn also getting into it as LaFawn gets into the side of the 911 ride. Cody Gagliano gets into the back of Jordan LaFawn. LaFawn goes upside down. Blakely upside down. So a couple drivers there all get collected in that one. And that was absolutely just absolute mayhem out there, man. Absolute mayhem out there on the racetrack. We're going to jump on board here with Jordan LaFawn and see what he sees from the cockpit as he slides in through the middle and just watches up the racetrack a little bit, gets into the side of Nicholas Merkley, then gets almost straightened out, and then the 20R ride gets into the back of him, doesn't get checked up in time, and he's going to go over there fairly gently there, actually. But Crazy Rex is we're going to go back to green flag racing as the green flag back out of the air here once again. Keith Hackney out in front as now we see Shane Yates. Yates up into the outside wall here. Yates upside down. Bryce Dickinson collected. Greg Abrams in there as well. And the caution flag is going to come back out as the 11 ride of Shane Yates gets up into the outside wall. And the caution flag coming back out once again. Oh no. Some of these drivers unfortunately having some tough luck now at the front of the field as Yates just throw it in there up on the high side. Just keep walking up the racetrack. Climbs that outside wall that goes upside down. Bryce Dickinson hard into him. Spinning that 11 right upside down here. Luckily enough lands back on all four tires after that little bit of contact with the 99 ride. But man, these guys are having a hard time keeping all four tires on the ground here so far in this one. Woo-wee! Hang on to it, Shane. Hang on to it. Bryce Dickinson with some pretty heavy damage there as well to the 84 ride. Probably see him head down pit side to get some repairs done to that ride. Out in front, Keith Hackney hasn't had too many issues here. He's had a lot of fast drivers right there behind him, but nobody's been able to get back around him here for the last little while. Some caution flags, not enough momentum getting built up here for Charles Barnes to be able to mount a challenge here to get around that 69K ride. We see Matt Brunner up into position number 3 here. So a good run by Matt Brunner. Cody Myers there in 4th. Cody Gagliano there in position number 5. Then we see Jeremy Sutton there in 6th. Luke Hines in 7th. Colby Ely in 8th. Samuel Bachman up into 9th. In the 99 ride of Greg Abrams rounding out our top 10. We're going to get ready to set them back loose. Single file restarts here, trying to clean it up ever so slightly. So we're going to go back to green flag racing. And a perfect restart there for Keith Hackney. Good restart as well for the 21C as they kind of caught Matt Brunner sleeping there back in position number 3. That 22 ride was sleeping just ever so slightly on that restart. Unfortunately, a couple drivers already calling it a night, taking their rides down pit side here, calling it an evening as the caution flag actually going to come back out here once again as, man, these guys are having a rough go back there at the rear of the field just ever so slightly as the caution flag back out here once again. Take a look back and see what brings out our 6th caution flag of the night. Looks like Cody Gagliano and that Papa Mike promotion, MH Lens, Next Level Racing ride. He's going to pull a Shane Yates here. Looks like it. He's going to get up into that fence as well. He's going to try to run that wall a little bit differently there. I don't think that line works too well there, Cody. That line is definitely not the quickest way around Knoxville as he gets up onto that outside wall, tries to wall ride a little bit too much here. The Magic Man trying to pull one out of the rabbit out of the hat here and run that wall right up on it. Didn't quite work out for him as he goes upside down and around, and the caution flag coming back out. So we'll stack them back up and we'll get ready to do it again. These drivers lining back up right behind that 69K ride. Keith Hackney going to keep trying to hit these restarts absolutely perfectly, trying to keep that 21C ride. His teammate right there behind him, Matt Brunner, looking to get a better restart, trying to stick right there with that 21 and the 69K ride. So we're going to see them get ready to go back to green flag racing right here. As the green flag back out in the air. Another good restart there out of both of our front runners here. Brunner not too bad there as well. He's going to stay up on the outside in position number 3. Those top 2 cars trying to pull away from the rest of the field. All right, is that caution flag going to fly here once again? So the caution flag coming back out. Take another look back and see what brings out. I don't even know what caution flag we're on now, as these boys having a little bit of a rough go here through the middle portion of this race. Just showing you how tough these cars are to handle and how tough this racetrack is, man. These guys are beating and banging and not giving an inch anywhere out there on the racetrack, as caution flag number 7 or 8 coming out here. We'll take another look back and see what happens as quickly stacked back up. Looks like Colby Ely, Matthew Edicott, Joshua Blakely all getting collected here in this one, as Colby Ely down the bottom side hits that berm, starts to go around the 10M ride. Gets into the side of him. Matthew Edicott gets into the back of Colby Ely, and then Joshua Blakely comes in and finishes it off and gets right into the back of that 4 ride of Matthew Edicott. Is all on both here in front of Blakely, and just unfortunately looked like he was going to try to split the middle there. Bryce Dickinson doing a great job to avoid that one. I don't know how Brycey Bear avoided that, as he kind of split the middle right there. He really had to get onto the binders there to avoid that carnage in front of him. Jump right on board here of Bryce Dickinson. He sees it starting to happen, gets off the gas, and has to make a couple moves right there. I don't know how he stayed off of that 124 ride. What a move right there by Bryce Dickinson. Wowzers, we're going to stack them back up. We're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing, as the green flag going to come back out in the air here once again. Keith Hackney out in front. Hackney leading the way here in that 69K machine, showing these drivers how to get it done out there on the racetrack, as he's leading the way once again. Hackney, Barnes, Matt, Brunner 1, 2, and 3, as Brunner trying to run that high side, trying to run it where they ain't, and that's where he's up there on the high side. As you can see one driver working himself back through the field here. That's the 10M ride of Talon Willis back up into the top 5 now, as he works his way past the pair of 17. As he works himself past Jeremy Sutton and Luke Hines, and now Cody Myers. Myers up into the wall here. Myers upside down. He's going to go around upside down, and the caution flag going to fly here once again. Man, oh man, oh man, that high side has been looking very, very treacherous out there in this one, man. And we've seen a few drivers, unfortunately, get up into that outside wall, and Cody Myers going to take it down pit side here after that one. And man, a tough break there. Gets up into that outside wall and goes upside down all by himself. Tough break right there for Cody Myers, man. He was having a good run up inside the top 5 here. Showing some good speed, and then just unfortunately, he almost saved it. Kind of stayed right in the wall there. Just kind of stayed sunken in there just ever so slightly. A lot of damage to that rod, and he's just going to take it down pit side and try to get that car repaired and maybe get back out onto the racetrack. We're going to get ready to stack them back up once again. We're going to get ready to set them back loose here. It's Keith Hackney out in front. Charles Barnes there in second. Matt Brunner in position number 3. And we see Jeremy Sutton now up into the 4th position, as Talon Willis back into position number 5. Luke Hines in 6th. Samuel Bachman in 7th. Greg Abrams in 8th. Nicholas Merkley back up inside the top 10 here now, as well as Merkley right there, I do believe, in that 9th position, and Matthew Edicott rounding out our top 10 as we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing here. They head down the backstretch. You see the lights turned off. That official iRacing pace truck, he's going to make the hard left-hand turn back down pit side. We're going to get ready to set him back loose. All right, well, the green flag did come out for a split second, but we saw it there in corner number 4.
Let's
go! Some more contact and another caution flag here as we'll take a look back here on this restart. Looked like Hackney a little bit, I don't even know what you want to call it, a little bit lenient on that, but it's definitely not Blakely that causes this wreck here. You got to go all the way up towards the front here as Hackney ends up just slowing this pace down here, not firing when everyone else thought he would. Everyone just kind of bunches up back there. I think it all starts with, I want to say it starts with talent, or actually Jeremy Sutton might have been the guy that first went around here. Looks like Sutton kind of gets into the back of the 22 ride, and then the 10M of Talon Willis gets into the back of Sutton, then Sutton goes around. Luke Hines gets in there as well, shoves him in even deeper. Everyone kind of running into each other. The 99 ride going around as well. The 007 also collected in that as we're just trying to get this green flag back out in the air here. And some of these guys having some issues out there on the racetrack. As we'll take another look at this one. They all just kind of get log jammed right there. Mobile Auto Care ride goes around. Bang Energy goes around as well, as these drivers are going to stack back up, and we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing here. As the green flag back out in the air here once again. Keith Hackney out in front. Charles Barnes right there in position number 2. Matt Brunner trying to hold on the 3rd as here comes Talon Willis down on the bottom side. Halfway in and halfway to go in this one, and it's all NLR at the front of the field. Keith Hackney leads the way. Charles Barnes in position number 2 as Matt Brunner and Talon Willis battle side by side here for that 3rd position on the racetrack. The 22 way up on the high side, looking very clean and green up there on the very tippity top here, trying to get some big runs as the caution flag is gonna fly here once again. That looks like Nicholas Merkley. Unfortunately, looks like these guys battling hard back here. Looks like Merkley's going to get up into the outside wall, trying to avoid the 99 ride as he was sliding off the racetrack. Byron Wibberman getting up into the wall to avoid him, the 007 ride. Unfortunately, driving right into Merkley as Merkley sends that ride right down pit side. He wasn't wasting any time there. Getting that 911 ride off the racetrack. It's up into that wall. We've seen so many drivers do it here tonight. Merkley, no exception. Some heavy damage. He's going to try to drive this car down pit side as quickly as possible. Get some repairs. He's going to pull into his pit stall and get that car cleaned up and back out onto the racetrack. Jeremy Sutton back out there as well, as Sutton rejoining the field here. Getting a wave around, trying to get back onto the lead lap here. And quite a few caution flags in this one, chat. I would have thought we would have saw some good, just single file racing for quite a while, maybe some slide jobs and stuff, but I didn't think we get too many caution flags out here, but I guess I was wrong in that one. I guess I was wrong for assuming that, as quite a few caution flags here. Shiloh coming in, smashing that like on the stream. Shiloh coming in, showing that love as the lights are turned off. That official iRacing pace truck, he's gonna make the hard left-hand turn back down pit side, and we're gonna get ready to set these drivers back loose once again. Keith Hackney looking for a good restart here, looking for a big run on that 21C ride. Gets a good jump there. As Keith Hackney out in front, continuing to lead the way as the 69K, about 2 car lengths between himself and Charles Barnes. Talon Willis Their teammate right there now into position number 3, Matt Brunner. They're in 4th with Luke Hines having a great run. They're in position number 5, but here comes Shane Yates. Yates, after getting up into that outside wall and going upside down earlier in this one, bringing out about our 4th caution flag of the evening. He's worked himself back through the carnage and back up through the field here as the 11 ride up into position number 5 now as he works to the inside of Luke Hines for that 5th position. Cody Gagliano trying to work himself up through the field as well as that 20R ride. The Papa Mike Promotions. Grib Hackney, number 20R, up into position number 7. Frank Abrams with a great run as the 99 ride. Now into 8th position as Josh Blakely back up inside the top 10 here as the 124 ride up into that 9th position as Samuel Bachman to his inside. Bryce Dickinson right there behind him as Brycey Bear trying to stick in this one as the 007 goes for the slide job over Blakely. Blakely and now Bryce are both going to try to slide up here in front of that 007. Bryce thinks better of it, knows that he wasn't going to clear that 007 ride. Going to try to drag race him down into corner number 1 here. He's trying to stay right there to the inside of that 007 machine. Keith Hackney, though, continuing to lead the way as he's out in front. He's got about an 0.8 of a second lead now as Talon Willis gets around Charles Barnes. As Barnes has been sliding back here. I'm not too sure what happened to the 21C machine as he must have got up into the outside wall and unfortunately slid back quite a ways here. Here. Oh, looks like Charles Barnes gets up into that outside wall as well. Take a look back here. Man, this outside wall has been an absolute curse here all night long for these drivers as Charles gets up into it that time. Almost climbs up a few times. That car gets super slow on the racetrack, but keeps on going. Hopefully not too much damage there to the 21C machine as he's trying to work himself back up inside the top 5 here as he works to the outside of his teammate Cody Gagliano as Hackney continuing to lead the way as we're going to see the caution flag come back out. The caution flag back out into the air. One driver seen on the move. That's the 11 ride of Shane Yates as Yates now up into position number 3 here. Yates on the move. Trying to get his way back up to the front as it looks like Samuel Bachman. That 007 ride going to run out of room here. Luke Hines right in front of him. Josh Blakely down to the bottom side. Looks like he's going to get a little bit of contact there with Josh Blakely. And fortunately, that front end gets shoved up the racetrack into that outside wall in corner number 2. With some heavy, heavy contact there for that 007. If there's some contact here or not. Oh, maybe a little bit of neck code right there, actually. Doesn't look like they ever touched, but that little bit of net code, just enough to shove that front end. Right here, you'll see it. They don't really touch, but the net code right there shoves that front end dead straight, and Bachman can't correct it and get it back in the right direction. Unfortunately, that angle, it's right into where the wall goes flat there, a hard lick. Some heavy, heavy damage there for Samuel Bachman, and that's what brings us back under the caution flag as we'll get these drivers all stacked back up, all lined back up and ready to go back to green flag racing. Keith Hackney continues to lead the way here in that Elite Performance Industries. Grip Hackney and H. Lenz. Papa Mike Promotions, Next Level Racing, number 69K ride out in front, continuing to lead the way, but now he's got his teammate Talon Willis right there behind him. Willis lost one earlier in the year with a late race pass from Keith Hackney, and Hackney was able to pick up the win. I do believe that was at Fairbury, so we'll have to wait and see if maybe Talon will keep that one in the back of his mind and try to make a move here to get around this 69K ride late in this one. And here comes Shane Yates as Yates back up inside the top 3 here, the 11 ride. Getting hard at that outside wall, finding some extra speed here as well, and he's back up in the hunt at the front. This good restart by Keith Hackney, with Talon Willis staying right there with him. I'm getting sleepy. Oh my gosh, Skyler, don't say that. If you say that, I'm going to get sleepy, homie. Don't say that. We only got about 16 more laps left to go here. 15 more this time by the start-finish line. Well, this race is coming to a close very quickly. These drivers continue to battle back here. You see Charles Barnes trying to find a way around the 22 and Matt Brunner. Brunner trying to keep that 21C right at bay as big slide job right there from Charles Barnes. Barnes up on the high side now. It's the 22 right. Going to look for a little bit of payback here. He's going to go for a slider himself. Barnes is going to try to cross back down underneath of him as those two keep trading some slide jobs. That 20R right of Cody Gagliano sticking right there with them, trying to find a way back around these guys. Yo, Dean Reynolds, my boy Dean, coming in, smashing that like on the stream. What is good, Dean? What is good, my boy? How you doing, homie? Coming in, showing that love, smashing that reaction as Keith Hackney continues to lead the way here. Talon Willis right there in second. Shane Yates in position number 3. You can see Shane searching around the racetrack here, trying to find something, trying to find some way to get up and around. Oh gosh, what did I hit? I hit the windows, but we don't want to hit that. It's the 11 ride, trying to find a way to get up and around that 10M in the 69K here as they continue to lead the way. He's sticking right there with them, and man, he's throwing it in deep. He's sliding up the racetrack. He's trying some different lines here, trying to figure out a way to get up and around those front 2 cars. See Charles Barnes way back here running the extreme high side, looking for some big runs. Matt Brunner right there with him up there on the high side, trying to see if there's anything up there against that outside wall as we're going to see the caution flag come back out. Caution flag coming out here once again. Looks like Jeremy Sutton, maybe Colby Ely coming together here. Byron Whipperman in there as well as Sutton ran out of room up there on the high side of the racetrack, goes upside down. Another big lick there for Jeremy Sutton. Looks like Colby Ely just takes that car off the racetrack here. So a tough break there for Ely. That's the just a puttin' Sutton. That mobile auto care ride is unfortunately running out of room right here as him and Byron Whipperman come together, shoves that 17 right up into the outside wall and trying to correct it, but unfortunately that damage pulling him back into that outside wall, going upside down there, and a little bit of a spill there right below our flag man as we're going to have them stacked back up. We're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. All right, as we're going to get them stacked back up, we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing here as Keith Hackney out in front. Talon Willis there in position number 2. Shane Yates up into that 3rd spot. Charles Barnes in 4th. Matt Brunner there in position number 5. Cody Gagliano in 6th. Luke Hines there in 7th. You see Bryce Dickinson in that 8th position. Joshua Blakely there in 9th. And Greg Abrams there in 10th in the 99 ride. As we're going to see that green flag back out in the air. In a big restart there out of Keith Hackney. With 10 more laps left to go. Hackney with a huge restart out of the 69K. Hackney with a good run, clearing quite a distance between himself and Talon Willis. Willis going to try to slide up here as he saw Hackney get up into the outside wall just ever so slightly, but here comes Charles Barnes. Way up on the high side, finding some big momentum. Works himself around Shane Yates for position number 3. So it's all NLR back in 1, 2, and 3 here. As they're looking to clear the podium, finishing this one again and upside down. Oh my, Shane Yates, I don't know how we just saved that ride as he almost went for a big spill right there up into that outside wall. Man, oh man, oh man, that was a little bit of a Superman pose as he jumped right up there, grabbed a hold of that outside wall, somehow jumped back down onto the racetrack on all four tires and kept on rolling. Man, a great save there for Shane Yates. Keith Hackney continues to lead the way here. You see Talon Willis trying to run some different lines here himself, but unfortunately sliding behind ever so slightly now. He sees his teammate running that extreme high side. He's going to jump up there. He's going to try this line now instead of the little bit of a slider line as Charles Barnes all over the back bumper here of Talon. As Talon trying to hold on to position number 2, but the old man, Carlos Barnes, is trying to find a way back around him. Keith Hackney, though, out in front as Hackney continues to do his thing, and now up into the wall goes Charles Barnes. Barnes upside down the 007 ride again, gets into another one. Gets into the 21C of Charles Barnes, who climbs that outside wall, pushing that car to its absolute limits here on the high side, and once again pays the price. Man, oh man, oh man, these guys love this outside wall. He gets into it right there, climbs up it, tries to get out of it, climbs up it again, then unfortunately the car just digs right in the 007 ride. Nowhere to go there for Bachman as he drives right into that 21C machine, as we'll jump right on board here and see what he sees here from inside that helmet cam and absolutely tease him up. And fortunately a ton of damage there to that 007 ride. We get all these drivers lined back up, stacked back up. You see Charles Barnes back out onto the racetrack. Matthew Edicott right there in front of him. Joshua Blakely there in 11th. Then we see Greg Abrams there in 10th. Jeremy Sutton, Samuel Bachman, Luke Hines. Shane Yates back into 6th after he got up into that outside wall. Bryce Dickinson now up inside the top 5 here as Brycey Bear up into position number 5. Matt Brunner there in 4th. Cody Gagliano now up into that 3rd spot. His teammates, Talon Willis and Keith Hackney, continuing to lead the way. Yo, what is good, Seth? What is good, my boy? We are back to green flag racing. The green flag back out in the air here once again for Keith Hackney. Talon Willis right there in position number 2, trying to hunt down his teammate. As this late in the race, teammates are no longer a thing. All these drivers want to park their ride down here in victory lane. Not one of them is going to give an inch here at the front of the field, as you see Matt Brunner all over the back bumper here. Cody Gagliano for position number 3. Brunner trying to work that 22 ride up into a podium finish, but so isn't Bryce Dickinson and Shane Yates, as Yates is right there as well. Keith Hackney, though, out in front, starting to stretch out a bit of a lead here once again, as he's got about half a second now over Talon Willis, as Willis can hang with him for a little bit, but not quite long enough to make something work, as the 22 ride goes for this line job over Cody Gagliano. Cody is going to cross him back over, clear him here into corner number 3 and through corner number 4. The 22 looking for a big run here. Side by side down across the start finish line with 2 more laps left to go out there on the racetrack. It's Cody with a big run there on the high side through 1 and 2. Matt Brunner's going to try to stay right there with him. Bryce Dickinson ready to pounce as the 84 ride is right there on the back bumper as well. Some contact. Bryce Dickinson, hang on to it. Shane Yates in that as well. They keep it going here, but Bryce Dickinson way off the pace is going to get passed by about 4-5 cars there on the racetrack. After that contact with Cody Gagliano and Matt Brunner, but down through corner number 3 and out at corner number 4, we're going to see the checkered flag fly here for Keith Hackney, as Hackney's going to pick up the checkered flag once again. Talon Willis going to come home there in position number 2. Cody Gagliano coming home in 3rd, rounding out that NLR 1, 2, 3 finish as that next level racing team coming home 1, 2, and 3 with that Papa Mike promotion. NH Lens, Elite Performance Industries on all 3 rides, coming home here 1, 2, and 3 with a great run at the front of the field. Matt Brunner with a good run as well in the 22 ride as Brunner coming home in position number 3. Shane Yates coming home there in 5th. Luke Hines, Samuel Bachman, Jeremy Sutton, Charles Barnes, and Bryce Dickinson rounding out the top 10. Josh Blakely, Greg Abrams, Matthew Edicott, Byron Whipperman, Colby Ely, Nicholas Merkley, Cody Myers, and Jordan LaFawn rounding out the top 18 cars here in this one. But ladies and gentlemen, give it up here for Keith Hackney as Hackney picking up the checkered flag here in this one. Once again, parking that 69K ride back down here pit side. Skyler Pruitt coming in with that 69 stars again. Let's go, Skyler. Let's go, my boy. Coming in, showing the love. Seth Castle coming in, smashing that heart reaction as well. Joshua Ely, Josh coming in. NLR 1, 2, 3, baby. Let's go, Josh. That's what's up right there, man. A great finish once again for those 3 NLR rides. Susie coming in, Team NLR. You know it, Mama Bear. You know it, my girl. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for Keith Hackney picking up the checkered flag here once again in this one, man. Another great run, another great drive there for that 69K ride, man. What a run. What a drive, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up here for Mr. Hackney as we're going to pull him in here to the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth. We're going to pull him up here for a quick little post-race interview. Hey, Keith, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth. You get a copy?
What's up, buddy?
Not much, man. Man, oh man, oh man. We saw quite a few caution flags out there in this one. How did you keep your head in it? How did you keep those those tires underneath of you here all night long as we saw so many drivers have some issues here tonight? We saw a lot of drivers using that high lane, trying to find all that extra speed and getting up into the outside wall, going upside down by themselves, getting ran into from behind. We saw a lot of contact out there in this one, but one car to keep it nice and clean all night long and keep it really out of any of the carnage that unfolded around the racetrack was your ride, that 69K ride, just out in front, cruising out there, eating a lot of laps and picking up yet again another checkered flag.
Man, it's Knoxville, baby. Like, that's just all there is to it. Like, this is my favorite track, and 9 times out of 10, we're gonna be somewhere up near the front at the end of these things, you know. But as far as the cautions, man, like, I think that's the worst race as far as cautions I've ran here in a while, and about just about any car. Like, I couldn't understand. You know, we got all that racetrack, but yet all them cautions. And I mean, I know the dirt update sort of changed things a little bit, but to me, I feel good. And I mean, I don't know if nobody's really practiced, which I haven't in these cars either, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the issue was. Like, I feel like sometimes in this league we can have better racing at short tracks than we can on something big and fast like this. So that makes no sense to me. But yeah, man. Like, as far as running the top side, like, I don't know. I feel in these cars, dude, you can pretty much rip the bottom for majority of the race, and which that initially that's what I was doing. I mean, I didn't really feel the need to go up to the top side. Right there next to the last run, Talon had come back up there, and he timed the restart pretty good. And you know, with him being right there and catching some slight draft, you know, I couldn't pull away from him right there. So we had another caution. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try the high side and see how it does. And I had a huge run, and then I went into 3 and 4, and I tapped the wall. I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna stay on the top side in 3 and 4. I could rip it in 1 and 2 very well, and I just started running top and bottom, and it worked really, really well. And I pulled them on that run, and then even on those last couple laps, you know, I pulled them again. So I got comfortable there at the end of the race. Don't know. I hate we missed last week, but even with the drop week or weeks, and me coming in and really trying to get as many points as I can here, I still think we should be probably still in first after the drop weeks with this race. So we'll take it, man. And I made sure I set an alarm today to not miss the race tonight, and we'll see what we got next week.
Absolutely, man. That time change messing with a lot of people. We saw at least one of your teammates, we saw Ely, unfortunately, Josh, not making it out here because didn't realize what time it was after, losing that extra hour here tonight. Just kind of messing with a few drivers. Maybe that's kind of what the issue was out there on the racetrack. Maybe this time change just kind of messing with everybody and just everyone losing a little bit of motor function here on a Sunday night with that time change, making it a little bit of a dangerous race out there. We saw a lot of contact, a lot of guys, as you said, even yourself, you got up into that wall just a little bit and decided, you know what, it ain't worth it to be up here. We saw some good runs and some good speed by some drivers up there, but unfortunately just some of them running out of time or running out of room up there and getting into it a little bit too hard. We saw, Charles Barnes get up into it a couple times. We saw Shane Yates up into it a few times. Talon got up there. Almost pretty much everybody getting up into that outside wall at one point in time and having some issues there. As created a lot of action out there and a lot of restarts, man. How did you just keep on hitting those restarts perfectly, keeping your teammates at bay? As Talon with so much speed and Charles right there behind you, Cody Gagliano, these guys. Any race, any night, they can find a little bit something more than what you got and be able to jump up there and compete with you. But unfortunately, they couldn't get up there and beat you here tonight. But man, how did you stay focused and stay on your A game with those guys right there behind you?
When it comes to restarts, it's just I wasn't starting in the same place every single time, and that was sort of throwing me off too because I was having to change it up just because we had so many restarts, and I would see that they would try to get a nose under me before we take green, so I'd sort of back off a little bit, and sometimes I'd take off a little earlier. I tried to make sure the pace truck was pretty much off the racing service before I took off every time. I'm real big on that. I hate when guys take off before it gets off the surface. So I think it's actually a rule too. So it's real hard here, especially when you have 27 cautions within the first 15 laps. So yeah, like if you can just time the restarts good, and just pretty much try not to pay attention to the relative and what's behind you, and just focus on hitting your marks. If you can hit your marks and when you're running the bottom, man, if you can just get in a rhythm where you can get a couple green flag laps, and you should be good to go. But if you're running the bottom the whole race and then you get a caution every other lap, it is so hard to get in rhythm and get your feet underneath you. So it's all in your head, but that's where the driver comes out of you, and there again separates the man from the boys. And we've seen a lot of surprises tonight, a lot of good guys, like you said, got in the wall and fell back. It's just one of those things, man. You can't be on it every week as bad as you want to be. That's just the name of the game and how it goes. And a lot of the guys that they race the majority dirt, and they should be good. They should know what to do, but it don't always work like that. So there again, I hate it for the guys that had bad luck. I loved it for the guys who had good luck, and most of all, I loved it because I'm sitting up here talking to you.
Absolutely, my boy. Whenever you're up here talking to me, that means you had yourself a good night. And here you are once again up in victory lane. Keith, congratulations on picking up yet again another checkered flag here in the Great White North 358 Modified Series. Who would you like to thank here for such a strong performance once again tonight at Knoxville Raceway?
Man, I just gotta thank NLR, man, first and foremost, all the guys, everybody that showed up tonight. Was in the show. Granted, we didn't have a full field tonight. I hate it for the guys that didn't make it tonight. That's on our team. Even though I want to give a shout out to Ely. He was making fun of me because I slept in last week. So there you go. Karma's a bitch, buddy. But but other than that, man, NHLNs, y'all need some good photos. I got you. Elite Performance. I don't know if I said that yet. Custom Cabinets by Keith. Everybody that makes this thing go round and round. You doing a hell of a broadcast. I also gotta give a shout out to my plane driver. He got me out of that asphalt shit last night and got me over here for dirt tonight. So we're doing pretty good, man, and can't wait to see what we can do next week.
Beauty, Keith. We can't wait to see you back out here on the dirt as well next week, my boy. So congrats again on another great run here tonight, picking up yet again another checkered flag, and hopefully we'll be talking to you back up here in the broadcast booth next Sunday.
All right, man. Oh, gotta give a shout out to Tasha before I forget.
Absolutely, can't always gotta shout out Tasha. Always gotta shout her out.
All right, buddy.
All right, Keith. Have yourself a wonderful night and enjoy another victory.
All right, thank you, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for Mr. Keith Hackney. Is Hackney picking up the checkered flag here once again in the Great White North 358 Modifieds, having himself another wicked run, another great race as he picks up yet again another checkered flag. But we're going to jump up into the broadcast booth once again here. We're going to pull in our second place finisher, the 10 ride of Talon Willis. Hey Talon, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker broadcasting booth. To get a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Talon, my boy, a great race, a great run here, man. We saw you get into some, a little bit of that outside wall there, wrecking yourself and, getting tied up in a couple other incidences throughout this one as we saw a lot of contact, a lot of caution flags here throughout the night. And we see that 10 ride, slowly but surely work your way back through the field there, even right out of the get-go after you. And, we saw, Charles Barnes get into you there in the opening laps. You have to restart at the rear of the field. Slowly but surely, though, you work your way past some of these drivers having some issues out there on the racetrack, and you pick them off one by one. You stay right down that bottom side, and there you are, coming home on another solid podium finish, coming home in position number 2 here in this one, man. Take us back through that race and how you ended up that 10 ride up here on the podium.
Oh yeah, me and Charles got into it. I come down on him a little bit. Me, him, and LaFon was having some really good racing. Like you said, I kissed the wall a decent amount of times, and then that one time I ate it. Had to go get it a little quick repair and come back. Was able to pick them off pretty good on the bottom, and then I think second last caution maybe we all moved up to the top, and I was able to hold my own for a second. Not mad for a top 3. Keith was flying. Didn't really have anything for him. Figured if I was not really mad for riding in second the rest of the race.
Absolutely, man. Keith was definitely flying out there in this one, man. But a great run and a great drive for that 10M as well. Talon, who would you like to thank here for such a great run here in this second place finish tonight?
Oh yeah, I'd like to thank Elite Performance Industries, NLR, Keith, all them over there. Papa Mike Promotions, NH Lens, Slick Race Graphics, all you guys for putting this on. Bryce and all them, the Dickinson family for putting all this on, and we'll probably catch y'all back next weekend.
Absolutely, Talon. We look forward to it, my boy. Congrats on a solid second place run. Hopefully, we'll talk to you back up here on the broadcast booth next Sunday.
Yep, hopefully. See y'all.
Absolutely. Have a good night. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for Talon Willis coming home there in position number 2. A great run and a great drive there behind that 10M ride. As he comes home in position number 2 here this evening. As we're going to pull in our third place finisher, a driver that we didn't see up in the top 3 for very long here tonight, but here he is late in the race, up inside the top 3. It's another one of those NLR drivers. It's the 20R of Cody Gagliano coming home here in position number 3 as we're going to pull Cody up into the broadcast booth. Hey Cody, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker broadcasting booth. To get a copy?
Yes, sir.
Cody, my boy, another good run, another good drive here for you. Man, we saw a lot of caution flags. We saw a lot of contact and a lot of drivers getting up into that outside wall, having some issues there with this racetrack, proving to be very, very difficult here after the updates. Some guys having a little bit of a handful out there, but seemed like you and the NLR boys, had a fairly good handle on things, except for that outside wall. But you guys were all so fast here all night long, and you come up, you drive yourself into that third position, and lock in that NLR 1-2-3 finish here tonight in this one. Cody, take us back through that race and how you ended up here in the third spot.
Luck, really. I wasn't a third place car. I wasn't fast. I didn't feel good. I wasn't comfortable in the car at all. I even went into the wall at one point. So it's just a bunch of luck, everybody. Being at the right spot at the right time.
Absolutely, man. Well, you're definitely in the right spot here at the end of this one as you come home here in that third position. Another run up here on the podium for the 20R team. Cody, who would you like to thank for yet again another strong performance here in the Great White North 358 Modified Series?
Man, I'd like to thank the Great White North Series for putting this on. Ty, Bryce, man, they've done a lot of good work to it, and like you for broadcasting. I'd like to thank Next Level Racing, Elite Performance Industries, NH Lens, Papa Mike Promotions, Dominator Race Wraps, Grip Hackney Racing. I mean, just all those guys. They took me under their wing, and it's been a blast so far, and I'm hoping for many, many more.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, Cody, congratulations on the third place run here tonight. Hopefully, we'll see you back up here in the broadcast booth a few more times throughout the rest of the week. Hopefully, maybe up here in Victory Lane.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Absolutely. Have yourself a wonderful night.
Thank you. You too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for Cody Gagliano coming home here in position number 3 here this evening. A good run once again there out of that 20R ride. That's, man, a crazy race, man. We said right out of the get-go that things were going to get pretty nuts here at this racetrack, and especially with that update, man, things were a little bit nuts out there, man. Things were a little bit haywire out there, and I mean, maybe this time change really playing a role with some drivers and everything else throughout the field here. As we saw a lot of these guys have some issues out there with that outside wall. We saw some of them just lose it in the middle of the racetrack. You just saw a lot of contact out there, and a little bit of a rough one with so many caution flags, but man, still all in all a great race. We saw some great battles out there all night long. That screwing without lube didn't feel good. Yeah, I don't think that ever feels good, Jeremy. I don't think that ever feels good, my boy. I think you need to at least get a courtesy lick or two in there, late in it. I think you need at least that courtesy lick, homie. But man, still a great show, a great race, man. These guys put everything they had into it once again, man, giving everything, laying it all out on the line here, trying to put up a great race and a good run here for all these, for all the fans in the stands and everything else, man. That was another wicked show, and I can't thank all the drivers enough for jumping out here on their Sunday evenings once again to join us for some fun here in the Great White North 358 Modified Series, man, and making for some great action out there on the racetrack and making for some great content here for all the fans in the stands to enjoy and for myself to enjoy as well, as it's always fun being up here in the broadcast booth calling these races. A huge thank you to all of our sponsors, a huge thank you to all of our admins and everyone who makes this stuff happen, but unfortunately, we're going to call it there on that note as your boys got to get ready. I'm going to quickly get a quick bite. Gonna probably take a little bit of a break, maybe have a smoke or two, and then we're gonna be unfortunately headed off to go to the shop once again for another night of boring action at work. But anyways, guys, listen, thank y'all for tuning in, man. I can't thank you guys enough. Everyone coming in with the likes, the shares, the comments, everyone coming in showing the love of the stars, man. I can't thank you guys enough. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, all of our new followers, all of the new subscribers here today, man. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming in and joining the Peacemaker family. I do say thank you to each and every one of you for becoming part of that Peacemaker crew and smashing that sub button or smashing that follow button over on Facebook. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. But unfortunately, we're going to call it there. So I will see you guys tomorrow evening. And at least tomorrow evening when we see these guys wreck each other, there's going to be no caution flags. Tomorrow night, it's an endurance race. It's an enduro derby. No rules except for not going backwards. These guys can beat the living heck out of each other. It's going to be absolute mayhem, but it's going to be the good type of mayhem because that's what we're hoping for. We're hoping to see a lot of wrecks and a lot of mayhem out there tomorrow evening. So make sure you guys tune into that one. I believe we're going to kick that off around the same time as this one, right around 8:30, just a little bit after probably. We'll get things kicked off with that race as we're going to do a little 3 races with a little bit of extra prize money on the line there for those next 3 Mondays. A little bit of endurance derbies, and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch, and hopefully I see each and every one of you out there in that one. But anyways, guys, thank y'all for tuning in, and I'll see y'all tomorrow night, baby. Peace out for now, chat. Peace out for now.
It's heavy. Yeah, I gotta keep it trendy on my soul. I'm the most selfish person that I know. Here we go down the rabbit hole. Got a couple carrots around my neck. Self-respect. When you out of line, you put yourself in check. They don't hear me. They don't hear me though. Cycles going round and round and round like the merry-go. Stand for truth or fall for any old scenario. That's why I keep my circle smaller than a Cheerio. Cause it's the company you keep. Stay woke. Please don't get caught sleep. End up sowing what you reap. Know your worth and don't sell cheap. The ghost is inside of me. Can't take it out of me. No matter where I've been, it's not where I'm meant to be. I be shining perfect. singing sad songs. Yeah, I was living for myself, I was dead wrong till I got the call, no cell phone. I got tired of walking around with a mask on, smiling but my heart singing sad songs. Yeah, I was living for myself, I was dead wrong till I got the call, no cell phone. Man, you talking to the real me. Yeah, man, you talking to the real me. Yeah, man, you talking to the real